The Galaxy S26 Ultra is the best Android phone yet, with a truly innovative and useful privacy display. You also get promising agentic AI features like Now Nudge, a thinner and lighter design, and better photos in low light. But the camera bump is a bit much, and there is still no silicon carbon battery. Here is the pros and cons in my full review. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is supposed to herald the age of agentic AI phones, but that doesn't mean much to the average person wondering if it's the best phone they can buy or if they should upgrade. The gist is that the AI inside this flagship should now be able to anticipate your needs better and help get stuff done for you. For example, the Now Brief feature surfaces recommendations based on the context of your texts. So, if someone asks you what time you want to go to the lunch, a little calendar button shortcut will show up, and soon, with automated app actions, you will be able to use your voice to do things like book an Uber or create a DoorDash order in the background via Gemini. In other words, apps are about to become a lot less relevant. Personally, I am more impressed with the S26 Ultra's hardware plus software innovations. Things like privacy display, which obscures private info from onlookers and can do so on an app-by-app basis, and the new horizon lock for shooting video, keeping your footage super steady no matter how shaky your hands. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is also lighter and thinner than its predecessor, and its camera system is noticeably improved in low light conditions. However, there are some things I don't like about the S26 Ultra, including its oversized camera bump and that its screen is dimmer than the previous S25 Ultra. Samsung's Galaxy S26 Ultra has a release date of March 11. The Galaxy S26 Ultra remains a steep $1,299, but at least Samsung didn't give this flagship a $100 price hike like the regular S26 and S26 Plus. You can also get up to $900 off with an instant trade-in credit. Just like before, the S26 Ultra starts with 256 GB of storage, but you can upgrade to 512 GB for $1,499 and 1 TB for $1,799. You notice the biggest difference between the Galaxy S26 Ultra and iPhone 17 Pro Max as soon as you pick these phones up. The S26 Ultra with just 7.55 ounces compared to 8.22 ounces for Apple's big screen flagship. The S26 Ultra is also thinner and lighter than the S25 Ultra, but also a smidge taller and wider. Samsung was able to achieve this weight loss partially because it ditched the titanium frame for aluminum, and I don't think it's a huge loss. The S26 Ultra also has more rounded corners versus the S25 Ultra, which helps make the phone look more unified with the rest of Samsung's new lineup, but it also makes it look more like an iPhone at a glance. I'd actually rather my $1,300 phone visually stand out compared to Samsung's other phones, but then again, I am a phone snob. My bigger issue is with the S26 Ultra's huge camera bump. The translucent pill-shaped glass plateau looks sleek compared to the floating lenses on the S25 Ultra, but the thickness of the bump itself causes the newer phone to wobble a lot more when placed flat on a table. And while the camera plateau on the iPhone 17 Pro Max is even bigger, it stretches across the back of the phone and therefore doesn't result in wobble. The other bummer about the S26 Ultra is that it lacks QI2 magnets for MagSafe-like charging. You will need to use a case once more to get the functionality. Samsung purposely left off these magnets in order to create a thinner and lighter design while also making the vapor chamber for cooling bigger. Samsung says that 98% of its customers get a case anyway, and that's probably a good idea. The back of my Cobalt Violet model picked up a noticeable scratch on the back in just a few days. I do like this color the best, though you can also pick from black, white and sky blue, and you can order silver shadow and pink gold exclusively on Samsung.com. In our previous iPhone 17 Pro Max versus Galaxy S25 Ultra camera shootout, Samsung lost points for mediocre low-light performance, but Samsung is firing back with a wider aperture on its main 200 megapixel camera and 50 megapixel telephoto lens. The result should be up to 47% and 37% brighter images through these two cameras. So I put that to set the test in a series of shots with the Galaxy S25 Ultra and Apple's Flagship. Check out this zoom shot of clocked out. The Galaxy S26 Ultra image is noticeably clearer, while the S25 Ultra shot is fuzzy and choke full of noise. So how about colors? In this shot of tinted daisies, I prefer the brighter image from the iPhone 17 Pro Max, but the Galaxy S26 Ultra delivers a bit more detail in the petals and more contrast, so it comes down to personal preference. The S26 Ultra fared better indoors too. In this nearly dark room, it shot a brighter image of these decorative flowers and vase. You can make out more detail in the petals and the lamp in the background. The iPhone 17 Pro Max captures an even brighter shot too. Here are some camera samples of the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is one of those phones that should get better and smarter over time. The agentic AI features are good now but should become more useful as the phone gets to know your patterns. And automated app actions seem to have a lot of potential, assuming the integration with Uber, DoorDash and other apps works as promised. The reasons to get the S26 Ultra right now and upgrade your phone are features like privacy display. At a time, phone makers are being criticized for iterative updates, this is a truly innovative feature that solves a problem and it is completely customizable. I am also very impressed with the horizon lock feature when shooting video and improved low light photos and videos. I'd like to see a design that doesn't wobble on your desk with a revamped camera bump, and I'm a bit worried that I got a scratch on the back of the phone after just a week of testing. And while the battery life is solid, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is still ahead on endurance, and Samsung could surge ahead if it embraces silicon carbon tech. Overall, I highly recommend the S26 Ultra. It's super smart, sleek and fast.